So folks, welcome to the ABC Journeyman. I am the Custard Prophet. We're at our third club and we're starting our second full season here with Bashley. Last season went really well. We finished about halfway up the table after being predicted to come bottom. We've got huge financial issues, but we've managed to do some decent business, I think, in the transfer window today. And we're coming back now to play Clapton in the FA Cup, which hopefully will be one that we can win and maybe get a couple of quid from. So let's go and do that. But first, we're going to have a look at the transfers that came in. Okay, so last season we made a lot of loan transfers and we only made a single permanent transfer. Glasson that we brought in, our attacking midfielder, who did very, very well. I think we've made 3 really good permanent transfers this time round, which is just spectacular that we've been able to do that. The reason we can do that is massive thanks to I forget who actually set the who gave the comment. Okay, so it was Simon Thornley. Massive thank you for pointing out that I can alter the scouting budget, and I've done that, and I can put a load of that back in the wage budget. So what that's allowed us to do is to improve our current wage budget. With scouting budgets down to something quite small, but it's able to cover everything that we need, which is great. So we're going to go through transfers first of all, but we have made some changes in the staff. So last time out we had a different assistant manager. Our assistant manager left. We brought in Joe Tustain, who is not great, but he is able to work with youngsters, so that's good. He's got people management of 10, and I think that's pretty good. So he was Fleet Town assistant manager, so he's moved over to us. I'm not sure if that's a sideways step or what. And we've also changed our physio. Our previous physio left at the end of the season, so we've replaced our physio, which is great. And we've upped the wage budget. We're working slightly under that, but we've got, I think, some good players in under that wage budget, and we still got 3 spots in the in terms of loan spaces, so that's really good as well. So as you can see, 1 player out. That's Jorge Regan-Ardley. He's currently. I thought about bringing him back as our left back, but he's gone back out again. I don't know whether he's got a place at this club or not, but he's not really. We're not paying anything for him, so out he goes again. First player who has come in, you can see Daniel Fitzsimmons from Dulwich Hamlet. Seems to be quite a swath of players that come available out there. He is a winger who can play on the right side. He's basically a replacement for our Turkish player who was out there, but he's pretty fast. Well, at least he's got good acceleration. He is able to cross and dribble, sort of reasonable attributes there, and a reasonable jumping reach as well, which is a bit strange for a player who can play out wide. So I'm fairly happy with this. We've also got other players who can fill in there, so I'm hoping he can come in and out and do a job. Fans weren't happy with that one bit. Joshua Taylor was the next one. This is a centre-back. Fairly happy with this because his marking is pretty strong. Balanced personality, which is a lot better than some of them in here, but the real downside here is the low acceleration, low pace. I'm not sure whether he is the right player or not. The decisions are good, concentration's quite reasonable, anticipation. So a lot of those attributes which I want to be relatively high are. Composure is low though. So this, I mean, and the other bad thing is heading is only a 6 and jumping reach is 10. So he's pretty short to be playing at the back there. So I don't know whether he's the right man. We're gonna give him a go though. So let's have a look at the other loanee from Cheshunt. This is a winger who can play on the left or the right side. Pretty fast, acceleration 12, pace 14. I think he's possibly the fastest player we've got in this side. Unambitious personality, which is a bit of a disappointment, but He does have some ability when it comes to dribbling and crossing, although those things could be improved. He's not a terrible player, but he is someone I think who can come in and out of the side again, and I'm not expecting him to start, but I'm hoping he can come in and maybe his pace will be an effective weapon against many other teams. So let's have a look at our 3 permanent signings. I'm happy with each one of these. Devon King, I like that for someone in Devon. It's a good name. Devon King, he is our new striker. Nicolau, we couldn't get him back. In fact, we couldn't get any of our previous loanees back. Instead, we've got Devon King in. He scored 1 goal in pre-season, done reasonably well. But he's fast, which is good. He also has good finishing, good dribbling, and look at this, composure of 13, off the ball of 13, and determination of 12. I think he's pretty decent for a striker that we've got in on a permanent. Only a 2.5 star player, but I'm pretty damn happy with that. Let me know what you think. Harley Mills is a player who can play all the way down the centre. He's got that tackling attribute, which is probably the key thing there. But he's also pretty fast, at least. Got acceleration of 12, pace of 11, which is great, and got that sort of mid-range aggression, which is important at least to have for your ball-winning midfielder type roles, as well as that high decision rating. The downsides, well, he's got not particularly strong, and he's got a concentration of just 1. Not great there, but you always have to compromise with players. And the last player, we were missing a left back, so I actually went out and signed a left back, Jack Wood, without a C. And he is fast. He's a fast left back. We absolutely love a fast left back. Technically, he is not great, but that speed will be incredibly helpful, and he has got a tackling of 9. Doesn't need to be able to head it. Marking could be a bit higher. That would be nice, but most of the other things that he needs are in the right place, and the personality is not terrible. Unfortunately, it looks like he's partial to a card, and he's going to miss our first couple of games. Yeah, so we're missing Jack Wood and Dida from our squad. But you look at what we've got here. It's pretty decent. I think we've got a good bench, and I'm fairly happy that what we have got out there is able to potentially do some good things. Pre-season friendlies, we played 3 away games. We scored in all of them. We got a win and 2 losses. Not particularly pleased with the way we were performing, but I think there's a lot more to come. And don't forget, we had a bunch of new players coming in. Right, let's play our game against Clapham, who are a good few leagues below us. So here we come. It's a team that we're going to be starting with is the following. We have Richard Knoll and King up top. We've moved King into a poacher role because he can't play in those more deep line roles very effectively. That's the only disadvantage. We've got Gleeson, who is playing just behind them, and the midfield is at the minute Monk, Kearney, and Fitzsimmons is on the right side. The back line is Georgiou, our left back, Cypriot, who's come through our youth team, Taylor. Mills is basically the only fit centre-back because Sullivan is out injured, as well as Dida. We could put Smith in there, but we will see, with Waldridge on the right side. Hollard in goal. He has already said he's not particularly happy at the club because I didn't upgrade the training facilities. What does he expect? Right, let's go out and play this opposition. I think they're a level 10 side. We're currently in level 8, so be interesting to see how we do at home. I hope we've got enough, but you just never know, really, do you? Well, already it is oh dear me, it was a header from Lawrence, and Hollard makes a right cock up there. So what a great start. 2 minutes on the clock, ball in, and they're just a headed goal from a corner. We just didn't defend it well enough. Hollard should have absolutely caught that. That was a not good play from us. But there may be a chance the other side. Gleeson. It's in. A similar mistake. It's Taylor. Joshua Taylor on the right side. He is our centre-back. So the new centre-back we've brought in. He just got a little bit of space at the far post. I don't know what his heading's like, but We will take that. It's 1-1. Clapton look like they're doing a little bit better than we are at the minute, but here's Harrison. Lawson and Taylor does well there. Picks the ball out. It's Mills at the back. It's not the greatest back line you're ever going to see, but Gleeson's got it. Into Kearney. Kearney, who likes a yellow card. Fitzsimmons running down this right side. Inside to King. King crosses it across, and Richard Knoll, of all people, is the man who wanted to get onto that, but he put it straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Scory. Oh man, what is that? It's a penalty. Kearney handles the ball. Well, I mean, I'm not sure what went on there. They did put the ball in the net anyway, but 2-1. What a disaster that was. We were back in the game and then just give away a penalty like that. It's absolute rubbish. So we've moved it to a positive approach, and Farrell moving down this left side. But we've picked it up. Gleeson. Looks like there might be some goals in this game. Beautiful ball through to King, and King does brilliantly well. Is that going to be allowed? It looks all a little bit like they're going to take the goal away from us. It's not. It's 2-2. 20 minutes on the clock. Lovely bit of play by Monk there. Gleeson into Richard Knoll. Just waited, made the pass. King got there just in time ahead of the goalkeeper. And it's 2-2. So we've seen two debutant scorers from Bashley. We're going to see any more of the new guys getting a goal. Fitzsimmons, for example. But we're seeing Clapton with the ball down the left side. Ball in. Giorgio, he clears it. Oh, wow, what a strike that was. I mean, yeah, that's not a non-league strike, but I'm not even going to... Casaglione. Look at this. Giorgio, he is definitely a player that we need to do something about. It's Wooldridge now. King. Oh, it's in. It's in. Oh, what a cracking goal that was. 3-3 after 32 minutes. This is a ridiculous game of football. We need to learn how to defend. We really do. But a lovely, lovely ball. Nobody on him. But the finish was glorious. The King is doing well. Right, a chance here for Richard Knoll to put Bashley into the lead. Come on. Oh, the goalkeeper just missed it. It's Merson in goal. Is that Paul Merson? My God, this is the level we're playing at here. 4-3. There's a lot of whip on that, but the goalkeeper just let it through his hands. Well, there we go. We sit here 4-3 at half time. I mean, absolute madness. But yeah, you've got to say it's a good performance in front of goal. Defensively, we are all over the shop. We really need to sort that out. Richard Knoll, he's shooting from distance again. Whew. I mean, yeah, after the first one, I think the goalkeeper is going to be having nightmares. Here's Gleeson. Oh, didn't quite get their head to it. We're just really not great in the air, are we? They've cleared it, and they've actually found their left midfielder, Scory. And they've got... Oh, Kearney's got himself sent off. My God. I mean, what can we do with that? Right. We're gonna have to change things up a bit. He doesn't take long, does he, to get himself sent off? What an absolute fool. Not sure who to take off out of these two. I think we'll leave the King on. And we're going to bring Dom Smith in here for Richard Knoll with the King up top. And yeah, hopefully that's good enough. So Dom Smith in for Richard Knoll. Goal kick from them lot, but Mills has got it. Giorgio, Taylor chips it forward. The King has it into Lawrence. It's a shot from distance, will it be? Wow, over the top. Well, this second half has been remarkably quiet. We brought on youngster Lewis Awad for his debut on the right side. We were trying to bring Monk off as well, but he didn't get off the pitch, I think, quick enough. And we actually won that game 4-3 in the end, even with one less player on the pitch. It wasn't the greatest performance, certainly not at the back. But don't forget, we won't have to worry with Giorgio back there next time. And Mills is not going to be a player who he's going to be playing. He's going to be playing a little bit further up. So we will have a better centre-back in there also, as well as a much better central midfielder in there. So all of that says really good things. The key thing is we have got through this qualifying round of the FA Cup. So we are going to be playing in the next round. And there will be money that we get for that. So we get just over £1,000 for the win against Clapton. I don't think we can say anything more about who we're going to play yet, but that's nice. I think that's the first time we've actually won a cup game at this team, so that's pretty good. So we are going to play a few games now. We've got the next round, which we're not going to play on camera, but we'll probably come back for the away game against Tottenham. I think that looks a decent amount of time away. We'll be able to sort things out, I think, to that. And hopefully, maybe we will be through another round in the FA Cup, which would be bloody superb. But who knows? Let's see what we can do. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you for the next one. Goodbye.